Hi Virgo, welcome to Lightsageintuitive, or welcome back if you're one of my returning viewers or subscribers. Thank you guys so much for supporting my channel. I truly appreciate you. I want you to know that. I'm going to be doing a general reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It is general, so I'm not looking for anything in particular, but I will read whatever I see in the cards. So I'm going to start with some oracle cards, and then we will get into the tarot. So let's see, Virgo, what do we have for you? What messages does Spirit feel like Virgo needs to hear? What clarity, confirmation, guidance? Just what messages do you have for Virgo today, please, Spirit? That's not, that didn't work. All right, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. I don't want to shuffle today. Okay, I'll do that one more time. Okay, third time's a charm. All right, Virgo, let's see what we have for you. Okay. Transformation, animals, and grieving. Wow. Okay. The animals card here, I feel like you probably have had a connection with an animal or many animals in your lifetime. To me, Virgo, you are like the ultimate nature goddess. I feel like you could just walk through the forest and all of the animals would follow you like Snow White. There's some gift or talent you have for connecting with animals. You may have a very strong spiritual tie, have totem animals, receive messages from animals. I feel like there's something about your connection with animals that has given you a lot of strength in your life. Straight off looking at this, and I'm so sorry, I do feel like some or many of you may be going through or experiencing loss and grieving an animal companion or friend that has been very, very, very dear to you. Very painful experience, and I'm so sorry. It's always heartbreaking. But I also feel like you are going through a transformation. You are changing at a spiritual level, evolving on your path, really changing, transforming, and being reborn. I feel like there is, because both of these cards have butterflies here. I feel like, I don't know, maybe just something that I'm getting is maybe part of your transformation is you are able to connect with spirit guides who have passed on. That is just something that is coming to me. But I also feel like you are grieving the loss of several connections, people, spiritual connections in your life. But this transformation has, as beautiful for you as it has been, as transformative as this experience has been or will be for you, I feel like going through this transformation is going to unearth some pains, some wounds that you have been carrying for a long time, grief that you didn't really let yourself experience. I feel like you kind of pushed it under the surface and didn't really feel it or deal with it in order for survival, in order to carry on and function in your day-to-day life. But through this transformation, it's like you're peeling back the layers, and in that process it is exposing those old wounds and loss and sorrow that you haven't been able to truly grieve. I feel like this is a big catharsis, a big release of all of the grief that you have been carrying from the very first pet that you lost to the most recent loss that you have experienced in your life, from people, places, things, jobs, friendships. I feel like you're really grieving it all, letting it all out, having a good, deep, cathartic cry, really experiencing all of the pain, acknowledging it and releasing it to begin healing. And I feel like that is part of your transformation as well. I feel like this transformation has begun this process, and I feel like this process is part of your transformation, your healing. I'm going to get a couple of additional oracle cards to clarify this, and then we'll move on to the tarot. So what can you tell us? What additional clarification can you give us on these messages for Virgo, please? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Mars, and Venus. All right, the first card is day and night. Yeah, like I said, I feel like you probably have a very strong tie to animals. Heck, you could even be a veterinarian or work in the veterinarian field or somehow related to animals. I feel like you have a very strong connection with animals in the living world, and I feel like this day and night card is talking about you also commune with animals in your dreams. I feel like you have several spirit totems, animals, that walk with you through this life, that offer you comfort. I feel like spiritually, etherically, and physically in this world, you have a very strong tie to the animal kingdom. Just like, I just feel like they follow you, they're drawn to you. You know, you walk into a room and the animals come to you, they sense this about you. We also have Miss Sunshine, which is something about you and your ability is very healing. I feel like you have a very nurturing, we have the wolf there, which is wisdom. There's also this dove flying with you. I feel like you're highly enlightened. And I feel like you bring and share, like you carry so much light within you, you radiate it to those around you. I mean, Virgos are typically healers. I often associate the healing profession with Virgos. You have a very nurturing, healing bedside manner. There's something about you that just radiates sunshine to the world. But I also feel like there is a part of yourself. It's like you're giving all this sunshine to those around you, but there is a part of yourself that you have hidden within the darkness that you need to share that same light that you give to everyone else. I feel like you need to share that light with yourself. Listen. I feel like, I mean, like I said, I feel like you, I feel like you receive messages from fireflies, dragonflies, hummingbirds, all the flyers, the crawlers, all of them, lizards. I feel like you get a lot of messages, a lot of intuitive hits from animal totems. I also feel like you're very in tune with the spiritual world. I feel like you have a very strong intuition, but I feel like you have not been listening to your intuition in terms of yourself and your own well-being and your own clarity and enlightenment. And I feel like you're being asked to stand back and listen to your body, what it's telling you about what it needs. Listen to your heart and your soul. Listen to your higher self. There are some messages that are intended for you that are part of this healing process for you. And I love this. After you get through this grieving process, you have the card of bloom. I feel like all of these tears that you are going to cry, all of these emotions that you are going to release are going to add nutrients to the soil of your soul and allow for this fertile ground for you to bloom, to transform and to bloom and emerge as something new, something more than what you have been. It has always been a part of you, but I feel like through this process, it's like that bulb, that tulip bulb or whatever, bulb plants, that bulb in the ground. It's like been a bulb, and now that this soil is fertile and you have watered it with your tears, this ground is ripe now for that flower to sprout, to burst through the bulb into the soil and begin to grow so that you can truly bloom. I feel like you are stepping into a new era in your life, a completely new you. You are perfect as you are, but this is you tapping into all that you can be. Huge transformation, I feel like, for you, Virgo. Huge. Let's take a look at your tarot and see what the cards have to say. Virgo, please, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I don't know why. Is it a heart song? I don't know. Listen to your heart. That's what keeps coming to me when I look at this. I just keep hearing that phrase from that song. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. There's something that you're not hearing that you need to. It is part of your transformation. Something you're maybe ignoring because it's very painful and you need to grieve the experience. First card is the Eight of Swords. This is that, minor arcana version of the Devil card. This is feeling trapped, tied, or bound to something. Fears, thought patterns, beliefs about things, some toxicity within a situation that needs to be corrected, but you can't seem to find your way out of it. Maybe addictions that you need to release, but you feel trapped by this, up in your head, not able to see through it. But you do have the ability to get through this situation. You have everything you need. What you need is faith in yourself and belief that you can do this. And you can. You can see your way through this. We have the Ace of Cups, a new emotional beginning. I feel like this is where you are, this difficult period, this grieving process. And I feel like what you could be trapped, tied, and bound to is this grief that you need to address and feel and release to free yourself from this. When you get through that part of this fertile ground, there's this cup of love, this Ace of Cups, a new beginning in love. It doesn't have to be romantic. It can be. There could be a new relationship coming into your life that is very loving and nurturing. But this can also be tapping into your creativity, having a new idea or something you want to pursue as far as your creativity or spirituality. You could be pursuing a new path, a direction in your spiritual pursuit, but it's a new beginning in terms of emotion or creativity. The High Priestess. Wow, it could very well be your spiritual path. The High Priestess she's the High Priestess. She is the spiritual leader of the self, the individual, whereas the High Priest is the group or the institution. The High Priestess is the self, the personal spiritual path. I feel like you are incredibly intuitive. I feel like you're going to recognize this cup of love. You're going to understand it intuitively. You're going to know what it is and that it is for you. But you may not talk about it. You may not share this. The High Priestess knows all, but she keeps these things to herself. She chooses when she shares this. The High Priestess is the card of Pisces, but I often associate it with Virgo as well. I feel like that is very much you there as the High Priestess. What else do we have for Virgo? Nine of Pentacles, which is funny. This is actually another Virgo card. It's actually Venus in Virgo, and I know that because my Venus is in Virgo. Nine of Pentacles. This is often called the single lady card. You could be separating from a group. There could be something that you're leaving, which could be an additional point of grieving for you, part of your transformation, so that because you feel like you can't grow in the situation that you've been in, and you need to leave it in order to pursue greener pastures where there's more fertile ground. But this is also someone who is confident, capable. They know what their value is. They know what they bring to the table. They know what they're worth, and they don't settle for less. I feel like you are really tapping into this, recognizing your value and your worth, understanding how powerful you are as a spiritual being. And I feel like you are either pursuing a new path independently, a new spiritual path, or a new creative path. You could be an artist, stepping out and pursuing that, believing in yourself and your ability to accomplish this. Not half the deck, though, Virgo. Not half the deck. All right, what else do we have for Virgo, please? Curandera of Earth. Love it. King of Pentacles. Uh, it is actually the card of Taurus. You could be dealing with someone in your life that is a Taurus. This is often a card representing a father or a mature masculine energy. It doesn't have to be a man, it can be a woman, but it does often represent the father or a father figure. And it can be that, take it how it resonates for you, but I feel like this is you in your power, in your confidence, grounded, feeling stable, secure in the wisdom and the knowledge and the experience that you have in your life. And as you step out on this, you're fully confident that you are going to be able to accomplish what you are trying to, because you know that you have it within you. You know you can do anything that you set your mind to, because you have the strength, the wisdom, the ability, the determination, and the dedication to make it happen. The Chariot. Yeah, and you're going to go charging towards this. The Chariot is the card of Cancer. It doesn't have to be. This is you balanced. You have gone through this transformation, and in this process, you have managed to balance the light and the dark aspects, day and night, Miss Sunshine, where I feel like there's this outward sunshine and this dark, fertile ground that needs some light shed on that. I feel like at this point, when you're going to feel confident, stable, secure in believing in your ability to accomplish this, and you're going to get into that chariot with your light and dark aspects balanced, and you are going to drive it charging out of the gate straight ahead to cross that finish line. You see your goal, you know what you're heading for, and you know that you can do this. Do you have the Seven of Cups? I feel like you're going to have some options, some choices. I feel like making these changes are going to open up some new pathways for you, some things that you didn't really consider or see as possibilities or options for you, but through making these changes, new pathways are opening up before you. There can be some confusion about which one to choose, but I don't really see you, Virgo, struggling with that. I feel like you're going to recognize very clearly which of these options are for you and which ones you want to put your time and effort into, which ones you want to charge after and pursue. You'll know very clearly. I just feel like you're going to have a lot of choices. Isn't it great to have options? You're going to have a lot of blessings bestowed upon you by the universe. With the Six of Fire. Six of Wands, recognition, success, victory. Absolutely. Whatever you go charging towards and whichever choices you put your effort and energy into, you are going to be successful. You are going to have recognition for the accomplishments that you have achieved. Get one more card for that. And the Five of Swords. I feel like, this is often winning at all costs. It's conflict, disagreements, arguments. In this deck, for some reason, I cannot see it as anything but looking back on your life and evaluating your experiences, recognizing what you have learned, how you have become the victor over the disappointments and the struggles and the things that you had to overcome in your life. I feel like through this victory, it's going to give you a moment to stand back and really look at what you've gone through in your life and how you got where you are and how much you have to be proud of, how much victory and success you have had over circumstances that may have caused another to give up. You never gave up. And I just feel like this is taking this time and this victory to recognize how you got to where you are. And the other thing I will say is that this card is this is the Herb Crafter's Tarot, and this Five of Swords in this deck is white sage, which is about cleansing and purifying. So I feel like you might benefit from burning some sage. Open some windows, burn some sage, and let it clear out and refresh the energy around you to after you have acknowledged where you have come from and what you have been through, to burn some sage and just acknowledge it and let that be cleansed and released, that you no longer need to hold on to those things. You recognize the lessons and the value that they have contributed to your life. You have acknowledged it, and it's time to cleanse it and release it. What else do we have for Virgo, please? Two of Cups. So you have the Ace of Cups and then you have the Two of Cups. This is about a connection. We have the hummingbirds there. Beautiful joy. They represent joy to me always. Also, the hummingbird, to me, the hummingbird also represents doing the impossible. They just, they don't see anything as too big. They don't give up. I feel like there's a lot of joy that's going to be coming into your life. Two of Cups, like I said, is about a relationship. It does not have to be a romantic relationship. It very well could be. But a new relationship, I say new because we have the Ace of Cups. A new relationship is coming into your life, but I feel like it is a new old relationship, as in not necessarily, it could be someone that you've known in this life that you're reconnecting with, but I feel like it's someone you have deep past life soul connection to. Someone who feels natural, someone who feels like home, even though it's new. There's this flow, this understanding, this give and take. It could be a new best friend. It could be a new romantic relationship. It could be someone that you work with on an artistic or creative endeavor, or someone that you have a deep tie to on a spiritual path. But there's love coming in. There's a very balanced, shared, caring, tender, precious love coming in for you with this Two of Cups. The Death card could be with a Scorpio. It doesn't have to be. But it's just talking about this transformation. Wow. And even this transformation card or this Death card has butterflies on it. I feel like this love is coming in because of the transformation that you have gone through, that you have taken on and accepted for yourself. You've determined to get through this, to transform yourself. And through doing that, this love is coming in. But I also feel like this love is going to spark a new degree, a new level, a new transformation within you. Something is really going to change within you from this love. And I do feel like it's going to be beautiful. Could be a child coming into your life. And for some of you, it could even be a new pet, a new dog or a cat or a bird or a fair, whatever, a new pet. It could be that for you, because I definitely feel like your connection with animals is very, very significant and profound in your life. Justice. This is bringing balance. This transformation is bringing balance to you. I don't feel like this is so much about righting things that have been wronged as it is about balance. This is going to be hugely transformative, and you are going to feel balanced in a way that you have never felt before. Very healing energy I feel with this. The Adelita of Earth, which is the Page of Pentacles. This is you focused on the task. I mean, the pages are students. I feel like this is a new path, a new journey in your life, a new stepping forward. I feel like you could even, you could go on a vision quest in the desert. I feel like you're on a very a profoundly spiritual path. But the page is dedicated to accomplishing the task. It's like you're in this for the long haul. You are dedicated to this. You understand this transformation in your life. You understand how this brings you balance, and you're committed to it. You're focused on it with that determined pentacle energy, that earth energy that is so natural for you. With strength. I love it. So I feel like you are going to emerge from this with a spiritual strength, and strength in other ways as well. But I feel like this is going to fortify you. This relationship, this transformation, this whole process right here, this connection, if you are going on a vision quest or whatever this might mean for you in respect to that, it is going to be very fortifying for you. I feel like the strength, the personal strength, the spiritual strength, the wisdom that you are going to emerge with from this is just going to be mind-blowing. I mean, not to you. It's going to seem perfectly natural to you, but I think other people are going to be absolutely blown away by this person that you emerge as with the curandera of water, which is the King of Cups. This could be this person. This starts out young and new, and we have the king showing up. So this could either be you. The King of Cups is incredibly, incredibly emotionally mature. This is someone who feels things very, very deeply. What they actually express regarding their emotion is just like the tip of my pinky compared to the vastness of the ocean for what they actually feel. But what they feel very, very deeply. This is someone who has a lot of love to give. They are very nurturing and caring. They're not particularly expressive, not, with the word vomit of affirmations, but they're someone who shows love by action, by nurturing, which is very natural and familiar for you, Virgo, because your way of showing love is through acts of service. Showing love by nurturing, taking care, paying attention to the book that they mentioned or what their favorite tea is and bringing them a cup when they're tired. This could be you stepping into this very mature King of Cups energy. This could be this person through this process, through this connection that you share. They emerge as the king. Maybe they start, it doesn't show. We just see the cup and the Two of Cups. But I feel like this is really more talking about the love between you, the deep expression, this very deep felt love, this very nurturing, very spiritual love between you and this person. And I feel like you for yourself as well. Bottom of the deck, we have the Star. So this universe is smiling on this. There's hope, there's healing. Your path is being lighted for you. I feel like there's not a lot of obvious interference in this from the universe, and I feel like that's because there doesn't have to be. It's because you're taking the steps, you're doing what's necessary, and the Star is just here saying, "We've got you. We're watching you. We see you shining, and we're looking out for you, and just offering you some hope when you trip." Wow, this is actually beautiful. I really, really love where you're headed, Virgo. It's been hard, but taking on this challenge and going through this work, beginning this transformation for yourself is just, I feel like you are just, maturing doesn't convey it. It's like who you evolve into through this experience is such a beautiful, loving, nurturing, powerfully emotional king. And I feel like that king is in your life, male, female, it does not matter. Could be two men. It doesn't matter. These two kings could represent two women. It doesn't matter. It's just the energy. It's that masculine leadership expression of that emotion. Anyway, I love this. So this is what I have for you, Virgo. I hope that it resonated, and if so, more importantly, I hope that it helps. I would really love it if you would like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, hit the thumbs up, the bell icon. Any of those things are free for you and they help my channel grow. So if this resonated or if I resonate, I would love it if you would help me out. But otherwise, thank you so much for being here. I love spending this time with you, and I hope that I see you again. And I know that you will be a new person the next time that I do. Anyway, until next time, love and light.